If you're a plein air painter, you'll know how quickly the light can change. I used to spend most of my time trying to keep up with it, adjusting, correcting, chasing what I was seeing. It never really worked. Last summer I learned a technique that made it simpler, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do it. But first, we've got to get there.
These rough days off my mind. Leave these rough days far behind. You see them change. They're leaving every which way. And these are strange times, and I like you by my side.
I started this YouTube channel just to share what I'm learning as I go. I'm currently non-professional, but I aim to be full-time eventually. So I don't claim to know everything, but I just want to share what I've learned along the way, and it helps me to reinforce what I know. So let's get into this video. Hope you enjoy it. So first I did a little pencil drawing, sketch out my composition, and I'm painting on an oil primed linen mounted to a board that I cut myself, and my linen is toned with a raw umber. So the main bulk of this video is what I'm doing here. I'm freezing the effect of the shadows. So all I'm doing is painting the shadow shapes that I can see. And the mixture I'm using to do this is cobalt blue, ivory black with a touch of white. Now this is a technique I learned from Joe Paquette when I was in Yorkshire last summer, and this is how he starts all of his paintings. So the idea is you're just focusing on the shadows that you can see, and you draw them in as you go, not just block it in like a big block in like you would get told to do by most other videos that you've probably seen out there. He still blocks it in broadly, but he likes to try and get the character and the uniqueness of every shape, shadow shape that he sees. Now this is something I really struggle with, and I didn't 100% successfully do this on this painting, but this was the idea of this painting, was to lock in the shadows but with character, not just a big block in. So that was my main goal with this whole piece, and the reason I'm doing this video, because I believe it is helpful. So as I've plodded along here, you can sort of see how just putting in the shadow shapes you get a sense of the picture, because you've got the forms of the trees. You can sort of make out what everything is. So if you've got a basic pencil line, a basic composition sketch, and you get your shadow shapes in, you're pretty much 50-60% there. The rest of it is just putting in the colour. And even if that sun goes in, if it was like this was a nice bright day, but if it was like a cloudy day, then it wouldn't matter because your shadow shapes are in. And this is the view. This is my friend Dougie. He joined me for a little bit. So basically that was it. That was my shadows locked in. That was all the shadows of the painting. And once that was done, I just started blocking in the far distant hills and working away at the sky. But like I say, the main point of the videos was trying to capture that shadow shapes and the shadow form and shadow character. So obviously you still leave room for your lights. I didn't get much filming of the greens on here because I was filming on my phone, so it's all a bit new for me this on YouTube. But one thing I was really trying to get more competent at in this painting is usually when I take a plein air painting home, it gets a lot darker. So I was really trying to amp up my greens here just to see what they'd sit like when I got back home. They were quite chromatic when I actually brought it back, but it read a lot better because I do tend to sort of muddy my colour quite a bit more than I actually should. So I'm trying to resist that a lot with what I'm doing here. But the shift in the greens wasn't perfect on this, but yeah, like I say, the main goal was the blocking. So we learn. As I come towards the end of this painting, you can basically do this if you've got a Payne's grey, which is basically what I made with a cobalt blue, an ivory black, touch of white. You can carve out your shadow shapes and it'll give you a good sense of light early and fast, and allows you to relax with the rest of the painting. I didn't actually complete my painting here, but hopefully you can see with the end result here that I captured the light, which was the aim of the video. So please guys, if you found this interesting or you got any thoughts on what I've done here, please let me know. One of my main goals is to share my passion of plein air painting and what it's done for me, because I believe it's a great thing and more people should do it. So you're not always going to see technique videos like this from me. It's a lot. It's going to be thoughts and other things that I think about when I'm painting. But I'd really appreciate any support. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Keep painting. See you in a bit.